Hi, welcome to AI Health Insights, and today we're going to look at virtual realities, Meta's virtual reality, specifically the good, the bad, and the ugly, or the nice, the unnice, and my conclusions about the whole experience. So, a virtual reality is an experience environment created, and for any health person who's really following up with experiences, you would by now believe and understand that what we are doing in life is from our theory of stimulation. We are stimulating, therefore, an experience, whatever the experience is, whether it is an internal experience through meditation and those kind of breathwork sessions, or an external experience from driving your car, going to school, pumping iron in the gym, walking, running. These are all experiences in the external environment. And here comes one that is virtual reality, that is internal. Now, I have a virtual reality Quest 2 refurbished, of course, because the price for the Eastern Caribbean people, while you see 189, that's a lot of money for us. But I did get a 189 from a friend, and it has been working very well, creating wonderful meditation experience for me personally and for the kids playing gorilla tag and so this is a way of them participating with the community, unlike just the tablets. They sit on the bed or they lie on the bed and they're just playing this Fortnite and Roblox and stuff like that. It's a wonderful reality for them also because they are actually physically doing activities. You could test that for yourself by getting a MetaQuest, have Gorilla Tag, the kids start playing, and then you start seeing them walking, running. They are not physically moving away from the bone because they are bounded inside a subtle in the headset, but they are literally doing that inside the game, and their body gives them the hormonal outputs, and you start seeing them sweating, you're seeing them getting tired, and you're like, wow, wonderful way to get exercise without moving from your home. And of course, it creates all these different variations in the experience world using virtual reality. From a meditation point of view, if you bring across that domain, you would understand that you are creating hormones to equal to the experience, whether it's in your mind with your eye closed or in the physical environment. So this might be a very impactful technology for your health from a very consumerism point of view. It's just like saying, we apply red light. Why? Because red light helps the cells, the mitochondria, to become so active that they consume a lot more glucose. It's the same thing here. And by the way, red light does help with glucose consumption in the muscles, and so that's something you might want to add to your cart. Just get a cheap red light, a good cheap one. I have one on a cable, and you could get it in the link below. Anyway, back to the MetaQuest 2. So MetaQuest 2 does bring about variations of experiences because it is a virtual reality loaded with apps, and you would get any experience that you are looking for, whether it's a hiking experience, a meditation, a yoga, a breathwork experience. You have it there, and the mind gets so well caught up into the VR world, the virtual reality world, that you feel the need that, or you feel the experience as if you are there. And once you bring yourself there, then you will be able to acquire the hormonal state to bring about that effective change in your life. So that's what I call the excellent about it. Of course, it's good entertainment too. It's new technology, so you might think all that is all beautiful. But there's a new one out, the Quest 3. So you may, if you have the money, you may want to buy a Quest 3 because you don't want to stick with Quest 2. Even though you want to buy a refurbished, it's fine, but you want to buy the new one to get the newer experience. I think 4K, and it's much more, upgraded. I don't really care about the hardware itself. It's the experience, the hardware, the bandwidth, the apps. They all come together to create for you whatever experience you need. Of course, these VRs could be used for productivity means. I can't use it for that because I think it's just quite a shoddy thing to have this on your eye and try to use a computer, and it's not working out for me. But some people say that they could do that. You could have meetings in VR, and that again can't work out for me. Nevertheless, if you are looking for something that might be able to add a little kick to your meditation, your breath work, your visualization, if you are having challenges there, please try out a VR. You could start with a refurbished Quest 2, and that may bring bang for your buck. Now let's move this video now to the second part of the experience, which is Meta itself and its software. Right, so let's look at Meta itself and its platform, MetaQuest. So MetaQuest is one service from Meta, which is the company, and Facebook is one service from there, and then they have other things like Instagram or whatever. Now, as you see here, I got blocked today. I'm disabled from MetaQuest. Okay, fine, I read. I say, okay, that's fine. They have the link to go there. Nevertheless, I realize what may be going on. Maybe the children would have done something on the MetaQuest that is not permitted, so they would have blocked it, and that is fine. That's a good control, because you want to make sure that when you have young kids using your Quest, that you have the parental controls and you as the parent knows it. So they asked me to upload this, which is something that I've done before, prior. So I'm going to do it again, upload my passport. Of course, I would not use the credit card because I think that's just a scam. In fact, the whole idea here with uploading just a passport is also a scam. You should be having a real-time upload platform. Meta, come on in 2024. Somewhere you take a photo with yourself holding your passport, or at least a video with you showing your passport in your hand along with your image, so that they could verify. Anybody could grab a passport and upload it under your name, because the passports are usually somewhere that kids know where they are. So let's just get this going forward. So this is going to take 2 days for them to restore what account? The MetaQuest account. So we have to be careful that we are not looking at my Facebook account. We are looking at the MetaQuest account that has been disabled because of some on community like practice, something breaching the terms of agreement for the experience part of the Quest, which is the platform used inside the Quest, which is the physical hardware. The Quest 2 is a physical piece of hardware that interacts. So I've gone back to my Facebook now, wondering, well, what's going on here? Let me go to the Facebook itself, and my Facebook is like so old, close to maybe as long as Facebook would have been alive. After High Five, for those who do not know, High Five was like a social media platform in the early days. Facebook came along and I had an account, same account here, and it's disabled, suspended, blocked. There is no way I could get in. The most I get is that notification that say you could download your history and then get to the Meta platform. So I'm asking myself, isn't the single sign-on from Facebook to Meta, but now it looks like if Meta is the main account and it's going back to Facebook? I'm confused here. So this is the unnice about it, because there is no way the service of MetaQuest, even though I am using a single sign-on from Facebook, should be turning off my Facebook account. Notice what's happening here. And this the MetaQuest account came in just maybe under a year and a half ago. So my Facebook is like old, but this account is still there. Because it is a shopping account. So tied to Facebook, but this account is up, which is the account that is banned because of some terms of service agreement usage, whatever it is. This is the one that I uploaded the passport to validate. But my Facebook is suspended and disabled, which has nothing to do with this account. Save and apart from single sign-on. So this is not single sign-on between Facebook and MetaQuest Pro. Let's get that straight. If it was single sign-on, then no way my account on Facebook, that platform we call Facebook, should be debarred. I should be working on Facebook this morning as normal, and Meta should be suspended until they do the due diligence, whatever that's supposed to mean for Meta, if they know the word. I don't think the word due diligence applies to Meta as a company. They just do what they want because they have this so-called power, until that changes because of you and I making more videos like this. Now here comes the process of me just explaining. My account is still there. I could go in, I could see things. I uploaded the passport. If you want me to buy a new Meta, I could go and buy it. And here comes the part where my account on Facebook is suspended, and they need to direct me to go to the Meta authentication, which is the Meta site, which is not a site that has anything to do with Facebook. It is the younger site. It is the MetaQuest Pro site, which Facebook should be just supplying what we call a credential to MetaQuest to make your account if you want, or if you want to open it without a Facebook, you should be able to open it without a Facebook. It's called enterprise single sign-on, or whatever they want to call it, federated single sign-on. It is really a sharing of just credentials to make an account, just like when you use Google to log on to other platforms without having to sign up. That should be the process here, but that's not what's happening. So I have uploaded my ID, which would be, all these things are what I call the hassles of doing business with Facebook, because you are trying to access your device to access your platform, which of course I don't understand why we have to do that after you purchase a game. and it's downloaded on your 128 or your 256, why is it that you still are tied in to have that experience there? You can't really get into your VR after this. You basically just stuck because your MetaQuest Pro account is locked up. Of course, that would change soon, and somebody would say this video is obsolete. No problem. That is how our world works. So this is just the form that you would have to fill up. As of course, what Meta would tell you, you could use the credit card. It's faster. They would charge you $1, and then they would send back the dollar after 7 days. Whatever that they decide to say to you here, it's a scam also, because they are ripping off. Largely because when you use a credit card, for us in the Caribbean, when we use a credit card, we have to pay something like $1.50 up to 150 US just to get the transaction going across. So if you spend $1, you have to be paying credit card fees of maybe 150 USD, which nobody would refund you, because that's the Visa, MasterCard, and the bank transactions. So this whole operation here, Meta, of asking people to upload a credit card, which of course would be on their name, yes, you are enforcing real transactions. So this was the on nice. At the end of the day, these services are wonderful. There are multiple platforms out there that we need to investigate. There are a number of new VR platforms that are coming out. There are others that exist much more expensive. I think Facebook or Meta, the headquarter Meta, the company, or Facebook, I would say, has investigated and found a way to meet the consumer with a very decent product for what I would have called, if I was in the US, I would say that this is a okay price to have for such an experience at this point in time. And hopefully the improvements, just as with computers, the improvements would come incrementally over the next 2-3 quarters, and we will meet experiences of quality, higher quality, better software experience. In fact, there are some wonderful software experience with the augmented type reality already in the software, and when you go through those experiences, you have a wonderful time. But on top of that, folks, you would be able to also have a few little hiccups along the way when you subscribe to such a platform. So in conclusion, step into the mixed reality, get yourself there. Parents, it's very important for you to have these, because you are the ones undergoing stress from your jobs, from your whatever you're doing, and having a VR headset to take a chill out in the night or a chill out in the evening or a meditation could add some benefits to your mental mindset and outlook. Thank you for viewing.